This is a common family vehicle in countries like China, Korea, and Japan. In Korea, we have the Kia Carnival, which serves family use, and a lot of celebrities use the modified Carnival like the StarCraft band in the US. Volvo has announced the EM90. It's the same model with the Zeekr 009 we already estimated. But the interior and functional features are exactly the same. So, what kind of model is the Zeekr 009? Why did Volvo announce the same model as a new car? First of all, the Zeekr brand is a luxury concept electric vehicle brand created by GD Motor Group. The brand is so young that it doesn't have much of a history to speak of. The Zeekr 009 was first unveiled in August 2022. It has been sold in the China domestic market since 2023. I don't know the sales volume in the Chinese market, but if you look at the reviews of this car, most of the reviews are very good. It's being called luxury, something from the future, etc. As expected, they don't seem to like the design.
What the?
Zeekr's cars are made with the technology of the brands that Geely has ambitiously acquired. As a result, the products are quite high quality. The Zeekr 009 is also based on Volvo's SEA platform. The safety and functionality of the car, as well as the interior design, are very nice. But if you look at the automotive market, there are a lot of cars that share the platform, but they look different. So unless someone tells you that they are on the same platform, you never know that they have built on the same platform. But this EM90 is so similar that you can recognize it without being told. Then what makes Volvo present EM90 to the market? Has Volvo been planning this model for a long time from a long-term business perspective? Normally, when a manufacturer creates a new model, the concept design first come out, and then gradually reveal the real thing. However, the EM90 came out just out of the blue. All Volvo has done is that just announced when it will be presented. Then why does Volvo present this model to the market? Zeekr doesn't have the brand power, so they are trying to borrow Volvo's name and network to try to get into the international market. Also, I think the trade dispute between China and the US on the batteries, etc. Recently, there was an announcement that the Polestar 4 will be produced in South Korea, my country. Korea and the United States have an FTA agreement. Geely Group is trying to find a business solution to avoid these disputes. As a result, I think Volvo may have incorporated with Geely to make Zeekr 009 rebrand into the Volvo. But unfortunately, the Zeekr 009 was introduced to the market a year earlier than the EM90. Volvo's EM90 is now stuck with the image of being based on a Chinese car. Audi took the Lamborghini Gallardo platform and built the R8. The Audi e-tron GT was created by taking the platform of the Porsche Taycan. Normally, the original expensive model comes to the market first, and a cheaper model based on that comes next. In fact, they even promote the fact that later one has the same DNA of more expensive models you have dreamed. Even if they have the same platform, they look completely different design and they are very distinctive. You wouldn't know that the Gallardo and the R8 are on the same platform unless someone told you. But the EM90 is so identical to the Zeekr 009, which came out first, so that the market would say that the original is a Chinese car. The specs and materials are almost identical, but because it's a Volvo, it is 50% more expensive.
With Volvo's 96 years of safety knowledge for the first time. The EM90, with safety in its DNA.
During the EM90's presentations, they mentioned that EM90 has Volvo's safety DNA. That is true,
An electric MPV that reflects Volvo's Scandinavian heritage and design across every single detail.
But the claim of a Scandinavian design is hard to accept. With all the bells and whistles and interior, I don't think it's the Scandinavian style that Volvo has always talked about. Anyway, in the 15 minutes presentation, the Chinese staff took up more than half the time, spent a lot of time talking about why and how they launched this car rather than describing the detail out of EM90. There wasn't much information to be gleaned from the presentation. Instead, the EM90's build-up section on the international site opened at the same time, so I was able to get a bit more detail here. The EM90 is only available in rear-wheel single-motor specification. This is also same over Volvo China. The Zeekr 009 comes with duals, so there is a bit of a difference here. But I don't see the benefits of a dual motor making 0 to 60 under 5 seconds, so I think there is no problem with just a single motor on rear wheel. However, the dual motor specification may be available in the future. The car will be available in 4 colors. The wheels comes in 19 and 20 inch. The upholstery is available in 1 type of wool and 2 types of nappa leather. Let's just pick a few things from the full spec sheet to talk about. The interior is divided into 3 zones with climate control settings. There is an air suspension. The height of the ground clearance can be adjusted 15mm up and 30mm down from the base height. It is speed sensitive and automatically adjusts the height according to the vehicle speed. When you get in and get out of the car, it automatically lowers to make it easier. The most unusual feature is the dash cam. It is said that the front and rear videos are saved as a file and can be downloaded. It is similar to the Tesla cam. The driver monitoring system identifies the driver by detecting the shape of the face. If the feature determines that it is the right driver, system allows profile, seat, mirror position, and infotainment settings not intervene motor start. I don't know why system need my face to only control those settings, so I'm sure they will expand the uses of this system such as in a car payment or connecting authorization in the future. Safe space technology is Volvo's next generation safety concept for electric vehicles. The EM90 does not have a LiDAR system like the EX90. Even they say EM90 is a luxury and has a high-end quality though. The EX90's launches is currently delayed due to delays in optimizing the LiDAR system, so even though the EM90 is a luxury and expensive MPV concept, LiDAR was not possible. The headlamps are called matrix LEDs. The upper lamps shaped Thor's hammers are mainly daytime running lights and position lamps, and the lower lamps will be the actual light. Door soft closing is enabled, crystal gear knob is in, but the best part about the crystal gear knob is the subtle backlighting that shines under the gear knobs at night, which looks really classy. Whereas the Zeekr 009 is just a leather knob with no backlighting. I'm not sure whether it has light function or not. Looking at the promotional materials for the Zeekr 009, it doesn't appear to include far side airbags and knee airbags. The far side airbags are an important part of this. Without them, it's hard to get into the European market. But if you look at the description at the bottom, it says inner side airbags. I think that probably means the airbag on the inside of the seat. In the Polestar, it's called an interior side airbag. In the Volvo C40, it's called the far side airbag. And EM90 calls it the inner side airbag. It would be nice to have a more consistent nomenclature. In a typical Volvo, there is no difference in function between the driver and the front passenger seats. But if you look at the EM90, You can see that they have differentiated the seat functions between the driver and the front passenger. So the front passenger seat is basically missing the massage function, and the lumbar support is excluded as a standard feature. So when I look at the build-up of Zeekr 009, I realize that the passenger multifunctional seat is an option. The concept of the car focuses on the second row seats, so making the front passenger seat is a slightly lowered specification is understandable. The sound system was upgraded to Bowers & Wilkins. Until now, I have previewed of the EM90. Let me show you the missing word I presented from the starting of this video. The EM90 is Volvo's bastard son, so to speak. Can you agree? If not, then how about this one?
And he's my brother. He's adopted.